So this session begins with Blastfire and Semi-Shot finally going back online. And as they do, they see a very, very bright light shining down. Hey, hey guys, I think they're awake.
Oh, what happens?
Well, there was this giant Autobot. His name was Omega Supreme, and well, we showed him his place. But he did kind of damage Nemesis a lot, and I think we crashed.
You think?
He walks outside the ship to look at it in the side of the mountain again. Yeah, I think so.
That is an interesting theory.
I wonder what makes you think that we crashed.
I mean, I don't
Well,
think Nemesis would have wanted to land here. Could be wrong.
you know what I think?
No, I
I
don't.
think we're here.
I think you're right.
Oh,
And I think that we should go down and investigate.
Yeah, not like there's really a whole lot else to do.
well, I mean, we could stay here and try to find out what's wrong with the ship and try to leave.
Well,
Well, I guess we could, but it doesn't seem like she's got any power. She might need some energon. I mean, we're
Uh,
here to collect energon anyway, so we can
and
knock
I
out two
mean,
birds with one stone.
there you go. Speaking of stone, I think that might have something to do with the condition that the ship is in. As in,
Oh,
it's currently
yeah.
lodged inside of a giant stone.
Yes, that's true.
hmm,
Hmm,
I didn't know. I think my processors must be off.
maybe a little bit. Anyway, Centerfold starts walking down the mountain and he can see below grass. Whoa. I've only ever heard of this stuff.
It's also floppy.
That's one way to put it.
I just see Centerfold like rushing down the side of the mountain and laying in the grass. So this is grass.
Also
Huh.
crumbly too. It's a
Yeah.
very not solid world.
Yeah. He like Centerfold, he's moving his hand through the dirt and trying to pick it up and seeing it crumble. They could definitely use some reinforcement.
Yeah. It is interesting though.
It is. I wonder
And
what's under it.
look at that sky. Centerfold's looking up at the bright blue sky with the shining sun.
I wonder what's under the grass. The very floppy, weak grass.
Does Centerfold just start digging, or not center? Does a semi-shot just start digging?
I just imagine Blastfire just like pops himself off Semi Shot's quote unquote head and just like starts firing into the ground. It's just the laser cannon. It's like beep, beep.
Yeah, yeah, it just starts cutting off blades of grass.
Huh. What's the brown stuff?
I don't know.
So didn't weren't we told something about possible life?
Oh
So
yeah, that's
far,
right.
all I'm seeing is crumbly stuff and floppy stuff.
Yeah, they
And
mentioned
I
something about a signal of some sort. Maybe it's coming from that city. Maybe we'll find someone there.
wait, a city?
Yeah, and he points, and they see not too far off in the distance. There does appear to be a city. I mean, there are buildings there. It seems a little less current than a Cybertronian city, but I mean, the buildings are clearly buildings.
Well,
Are we sure that those just aren't just weird rocks?
I guess there's only one way to find out.
This is true.
I agree. And are they gonna walk? Centerfold wants to walk.
I mean, it's not like Rampart has a
Oh,
choice.
that's true.
Yeah, I really don't either. I have to either hitch on to centerfold or move.
So
Yeah.
they start walking, making their way. As they do, they can see some very small life forms flying through the air. As they look up and they scan, they notice that these flying life forms seem to be completely organic. Huh.
Oh,
What is
I
that?
think everything here is floppy.
Oh,
Even the life.
They
that can't be. I mean, though those buildings don't look floppy, but I guess we gotta get closer to make sure.
Well, but
I just see one of the creatures above them, which is clear to any human as a bird, drop some feathers, and some of the feathers land on a rampart.
look at this. This isn't metal. This is some kind of not metal.
Centerfold takes one of the feathers and starts flopping it around. Yeah,
That
it's
is
pretty
real floppy.
floppy.
That is
And
definitely floppy.
when was the last time you saw the ground fly before? Unless there was a thruster on it, I guess.
That's a good point. I
What?
haven't seen the ground fly this much since the last rust storm.
I just imagine semi-shot just or blast fire, not semi-shot. Blast fire just starts firing the laser at the bird.
Do you want to roll to see if he hits it?
Absolutely. That's hilarious, mate.
What if the signal is floppy? What does
I
that
think
even
the
mean? What am I saying?
Centerfold, his mouth just wide open, like, oh, you're right.
what's emitting this signal is floppy.
Blast fire is able to hit one of the flying creatures. It plops onto the ground. It makes a loud school. They can only describe it as a squawk. That's what it sounds like. Before it just stops moving.
Interplanetary target practice. Nice.
You,
Centerfold picks it up. Yeah, this is pretty floppy too. It's just like grabbing it by the neck and flopping
I
it
think
onto
it's
your mouth.
That's
I think
just
it's
gonna be a
dead.
joke between our people.
I think you just executed the floppy thing.
It deserves to be floppy on the ground.
Huh. Yeah, I guess so.
I just
Yeah,
imagine
there's no
Semi-Shot looks at
reboot button
another one.
on here.
I just imagine Semi-Shot looks at another one as it looks at his dead bird partner and poops.
As
I
they
hope you're right about this city thing not being floppy, because this is starting to freak me out.
as they
It was
as they
floppy.
continue as they continue walking off in the distance, they can see what looks to be some other organic creature. This one standing on what appears to be two legs, covered in. I, I mean, they would assume armor, but it looked pretty thin to be armor. Uh, Staring at them with mouth agape.
Are you floppy?
That is a great question. Excuse me. Organic thing. Are you floppy? The creature raises their arms up and starts running, screaming.
Hello, I'm here finally.
I
Oh,
don't think they
hello.
can. I don't think they
Hello,
can
floppy
talk.
man.
I'm sorry, dude. The
Huh.
roads were so bad, we was sliding all the way home. So like,
Oh man.
You're good.
Well,
rather
we're on
arrive.
Earth now, and we're having fun exploring. Everything's floppy on Earth.
We're crumbly.
Floppy.
Yeah, it's strange.
That bird became real crumbly after I hit it with the laser.
Wait, that's
Hey,
a bird?
Semi-shot came back
This
online.
he picks up the dead bird. This is a bird? I mean,
I mean,
Semi-shot.
that's what my sensors are saying, but we all know they're a bit off since we landed, so maybe not.
I guess I can kind of see it, but where would the jets be?
Maybe the wings have smaller jets.
Wait a minute.
Do you
Where's-
think it's what
where's-
these things are? He takes out the feather.
I'll take the
I
plastic
think
off,
so.
but it's
How
still
about, how about you try it and see if it works? I think they
Wait.
were doing like a this motion, and he makes like the
flapping.
flappy motion. Yeah.
Wait.
Hey, when did Semi-shot come back online?
When we
Okay.
started.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah. Semi-shot and Blastfire got out of the ship with us, and now we're just exploring, and we're going closer to the town. Rampart's right. We have to get that energy on. But maybe we can use these mini jets, and he starts taking the feathers off of the bird, to somehow create some.
I don't. They don't look like jets to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest, Centerfold,
that?
buddy.
Arrow strike, look at this! And he shows him his pile of feathers.
Bro, those are so cool.
I know.
And
I mean,
floppy.
they're
How do we
floppy.
fly?
They're somehow mini jets of some sort. I mean, I'm sure if Shockwave was here, he could explain this.
Look at
he'd
the
certainly like to
green
think
grass
so.
stuff. It's also floppy.
Yeah, I've heard of grass, but
What is that big brown thing sticking out of the ground over there?
I think they call that dirt.
The
I'm gonna
dirt.
go find
Well,
it.
no, I think he's talking
Wow.
about
It's
the other brown.
yeah, the other brown thing, the thing that has green stuff on top of it. Is that what the humans call it? A tree, I think they call it, right?
I think so.
It's a
I
human.
want it. I want to shoot it.
Well, I don't know.
I just
You know,
imagine-
maybe I should shoot things.
That floating
less.
above us, that puffy thing.
I'm
That-
getting a bit of an impression that
I
we're
wanna-
kind
I
of
just
punching
imagine-
down here.
I
I just
guess you're
imagine-
Yo.
right. I mean, all these creatures, they can't talk, clearly, and they're so tiny. So yeah, I think we should just walk until we can find some creature on this
Yo,
planet
guys, I'm
that
here.
can speak.
I
Yeah,
mean,
and
that
then maybe
other
we beat the shit out
creature
of it,
with
I don't
two
know.
legs like us could scream.
With that, they made it closer to the city. They got close enough to where they could clearly see the buildings. Luckily, they could tell these buildings are not floppy. They look kind of like the buildings in Cybertron. Granted, they're not made out of metal, but they are in a similar fashion, so that is something at least. However, that two-legged organic creature that ran screaming from them seemed to be all around this city.
What?
Gosh.
Is this
On your shoulder.
some kind of like zoo?
Yeah, I think so.
These
Maybe
buildings
they
are not-
breed them as pets here?
I don't, guys. I don't
This
think these
sucks.
buildings are floppy.
They don't look floppy.
I mean,
There
we
you
can test
I
it,
don't,
but
I
I
don't know
don't
if I
think we
want to
should
have one of
scare
these
the
things as
pets.
a pet. They look gross and they make weird noises. They just run.
One
No.
one of the creatures wearing a blue outfit with some sort of a blue. I mean, they thought it might have been attached to its head, but it seemed to be some sort of armor thing on their head, and it was holding out a very tiny weapon. It looked to be some sort of gun. Fairly primitive and again very small, but it did appear to be a gun.
I just imagine like a semi-shot, like blast fire reattaches itself, and semi-shot just gets on the ground like back facing up and just looks at it.
Whatever you things are, don't move.
Uh,
Did it just
I
say something?
Wait, they
Can I try
can
to
talk.
communicate? Can I try to communicate?
these fluffy
Hello,
blue men can talk.
organic
Hello there.
creature.
We
We
come in
are
peace.
Cybertronians, and we are looking for energy sources. Can you show us them? And well, the creature starts screaming and shooting at us with the gun. However, it doesn't seem to be harming us. The
That
the
tickles.
bullets seem very primitive. They just bounce off.
I like your
Can you,
flashy thing.
can you guys
That's a
hear? Can
strange
you all
breed.
hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we
Okay.
can.
I'll just make sure.
Maybe is this like customary on their planet?
I don't
I'd like to
know.
believe it's
Yo,
customary.
can you guys
Cool
hear me?
flashy thing. I kind of want one.
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear
Hunter.
you, Hunter.
Okay, good.
Are these the
Um,
versions of security guards on this planet?
Are they?
Well, I
They're
don't know what
pretty
they're
poor
securing.
security.
Maybe
What are
there
they
are
No,
other
securing?
no
creatures
The
of
offense,
dirt?
though.
security.
I'm sure you're doing the best job you can.
Well, I'm
I
sure they
still
don't. They're
shooting
not
at them.
I'm sure
Is
they're
he?
not supposed to defend robots. I'm sure they're not meant to shoot us.
Well, what are they meant to
Imagine.
defend? The grass?
I just
It
I
realized
seems
don't
to
know.
kind of be everywhere.
Maybe
since
they have the Autobots here. Maybe they're
the,
Autobot protectors.
the creature takes out some sort of device. They're not quite sure what it is, but puts it up to what appears to be its ear. Dispatch, we have a problem. I need reinforcements now.
can I just imagine Blastfire because he's about human size. He just pops off again and walks up to the guy. Hi, little guy.
Well, I'm gonna
But I
go
just
into the city and I'm gonna see if I could find like someone more intelligible
And maybe a bit
because
less floppy.
this is like confusing. I don't like this.
You know,
This
I agree. So,
I agree.
sorry, creature, if we scared you. And Centerfold continues with Rampart going down deeper into the city.
Would
Yeah,
you
I just
guys rather just fly?
Blastfire
I can just
like
let you guys ride me.
I
Mm,
just
I like walking around. I mean, it's nice being in a city that's at least kind of like Kaon.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just walk with you guys.
I just imagine Blastfire because he's about human size just pops off and stands in front of the guy. Sorry, we're not harmful. We just crashed here and we want to find
Like,
energy sources. I think.
Get
doesn't
away from me! And
doesn't
he just
Aerostrike
runs off.
doesn't Aerostrike have the ability to like make itself bigger or smaller?
Yes.
Can I also make myself human size?
You can make yourself about 10 feet tall, so not quite human size, but at least less threatening.
Yeah, I just have a mini con which is about human size.
Yeah, mini cons are just about human size.
I'm gonna have to get closer to the door. I hope I didn't spill your
But
pixie stick.
if you would like to do that, then yes, you can do that.
Take your try. Yeah, I have to get closer to the router here. There we go. What?
Do you want to get smaller so you're about 10 feet tall?
Yeah.
All right. So,
I want to go out. Never mind. Never mind. He already knows I'm weird anyway. So yeah, I'll do it right in front of him.
Aerostrike, his body starts to morph. They can see chunks of his body reverting into itself, which causes him to shrink down to a closer size to these creatures. He's still not quite that
Gotta
small,
be a
definitely not
surprise.
as small as Blastfire, but definitely smaller. Whoa, I didn't know you could do that.
Neither did I until just now.
With
Well-
that, they continue further in, and as they do, they they see some of the creatures. Some of them start running and screaming. So perhaps they're the pet species around here. But there were a few that pulled out some sort of device. It was clearly technology, and they pointed it at the Trusticons. And it wasn't a weapon. They would just do something with it. They would tap their finger on it, and I guess it would do something, but they aren't sure what.
I just imagine Blastfire just walks beside Semi-Shot, just asking them what they're doing.
There's so many of them.
Have you texted your
Uh,
mom?
Taking a picture. The
What?
the creature holds up
What's
their
a
device,
picture?
showing the picture of the Trusticons.
Dude, that's cool.
Wow. How do you do that? I want to do that.
No, not
Um,
really the flattering angle I was hoping for.
Whoa! I didn't even know I looked that good. Thanks.
Is that what I
Amazing.
look like when I'm shrunk?
You're welcome. I'm sorry. Are you not some sort of circus act or something? Some
No,
What the
promotional
hell is a
thing?
circus?
no, what?
So wait, we come here and we speak the same language, but we don't even have all the same words?
I am so confused.
Oh my.
Saying my owner is a stoner.
Well, I
This-
guess while we have your attention, where's like where's like the leader? Where the do you guys have like a monarch or like a
Um,
great glorious
I bet yours
leader?
is better.
we have a president.
Okay, where's that thing?
Where's
Um,
that human? Where's that person?
he's a good few hundred miles from here. Probably
What's his
more.
name? What is his name?
Oh,
Yeah, by the way, since we've got you here and you're so compliant, which is very nice, we're very harmless, we don't want to hurt you. What are you things called?
Um, Human?
Oh, okay, thank you.
We're Decepticons.
No, we're
we're not.
Trusticons.
We're Trusticons.
Yeah,
Right,
we're
right,
Idiot.
right. We're
Girl.
Trusticons.
Trusticons.
We need to speak to your superior leader.
I guess we have a mayor.
Is he kind of like a president?
I guess just for this town though.
Yo,
But
can Slow Jam kind of pop
He's-
in?
he's in the large building down that way. The
Could you take
human
us to him?
points down one of the roads, and they do see there is indeed a building that seems to be slightly larger than the others.
Great, let's go.
Even in my
Yay!
smallest form, I can't fit in that building.
And we'll figure it
What
out
a
when we get
shame.
there.
What a
We'll
shame.
make an opening.
As
The door.
as they begin approaching the mayor building, they see what look to be Cybertronians approaching, or at least things that look like transformed Cybertronians. I mean, they look a bit more primitive. I mean, the wheels they use seem to be made out of rubber or something. They're not fully mechanical, which is odd, but hey, at least it's some familiar faces. Oh, there's some Cybertronians on this planet. I was getting worried.
Right? I don't know about that one.
Hold on, look at this. They're
As-
in.
Wait,
The humans are in
you're
this.
right. As they look, they do see that humans are in the Cybertronians.
Or is that like a prison? Are they holding them captive?
Maybe
You know what?
we should ask.
Yeah.
I just imagine like Blastfire goes up to one of them that's like parked at a red or that stopped at a red light and just like knocks on the wind or I guess it wouldn't I guess the windshield would be fine.
No,
The
slightly
human.
tap the windshield, it fucking bursts.
Yes.
He
He
just like
slaps it so hard the windshield just shatters into a million
yeah,
pieces.
he just like knock, and it's like just
Yeah,
disappears.
the human turns. What the? What
I'm
the hell
sorry.
are you?
I
I
guess you
was
don't have a
uh,
windshield
freeing,
anymore, do you?
I was freeing you from your prison.
I think they might
The
be
human
parasites.
the human begins screaming as the Cybertronian begins driving off.
I was trying to
What the
help
hell's
him.
up with this idiot?
I don't know.
Numbnuts. We're trying to fucking. I
This
don't know what we're trying to
planet,
do.
this planet is weird.
You
Now, a
know,
group
I
of
remember.
Cybertronians that are black and white with some sort of red and blue lights on the top begin approaching. More of those blue armored humans start coming out, pointing their guns at the Trusticons.
What kind of fashion is that?
Please
What kind
hold
of lights
fire.
they
We
have
come in
with
peace.
them?
We come in peace. Please hold fire. We're not here to hurt anyone.
I would like everyone to roll a social check.
Okay, that
All
one's
right,
for
sounds
me.
good.
And then that one's for the lady.
Damn.
What?
The
Wow.
first one was mine, and the second one was hers.
I like the idea that Rampart's he's just starting to get fed up with this shit.
Excuse me.
He does not care to be charismatic.
I
As
mean, he is a
yeah,
third.
The boring
Rampart
looking
is
people.
just annoyed about all of this. However, the others try to calm things down. Please listen. We're not trying to harm anyone on this planet. We just came here because we're looking for energy sources, and we just need some guidance.
Yeah, we
Did you get it?
we
Did
don't
you hear
really.
what he just said?
Now, as the humans
Guys, ignore
still
the kids
have the
singing.
guns pointed. However, one of them that is still in the Cybertronian did not leave, turns to look at them. Calm down. I'll take care of this. Are you sure? Are you sure, Chief? I mean, you see these things. I got it. The Cybertronian with the human inside pulls up. Come with me. Starts driving down the road. Well, at least he's taking us somewhere.
Hopefully, it's somewhere where
That
we can get
that
some
human's
oil.
actually not running
Hopefully,
away. That's
hopefully it's a
cool.
place
Do
we
you
want
think?
to go.
Do you think they'll have oil?
I
Maybe
don't. I don't. To be
I'm
honest.
excited.
as as they follow the Cybertronian, they follow him to an alleyway, seemingly. There is no humans around, no other Cybertronians. As the Cybertronian stops, the human inside vanishes, just gone. Uh, should we be concerned? I feel like we should be concerned.
They-
So
I feel
Where
like
did they go?
everything up to this
I don't know,
point has
maybe
been
we
pretty
should.
concerning. So
The
it's not
car
really.
then begins transforming, revealing Barricade.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
oh,
God.
thank Primus. Oh, it's so nice to see a familiar face.
Hi, welcome.
Barricade then storms up. What the hell are you all still doing here?
What?
Uh, we
We just
just
got here.
got here. No, no, no. Do you not know what happened?
We have
No.
absolutely no idea. Please.
It has been 50 years since you all left.
Wow. Been
Well,
long.
I'm
To be fair, our ship did crash.
yeah, I'm sorry, sir, but
So
yeah, we did have a bit of a rough landing, but I feel like
we
it's a bit
had a
weird we would
giant
have been out.
Autobot try to shoot us down before we even left the orbit of Cybertron.
Giant rope. Wait a minute. That's what Omega Supreme went after?
I guess.
Damn that shockwave. Him and Knockout said that they put some sort of coating over the ship so no Autobots could track it.
What jokesters.
Yeah, they're
Well,
funny.
anyways, that's probably been the funniest joke I've heard in the last 50 years. You get it?
Yeah,
Is it? It's
that's
the
the
only
funniest joke I've heard in 50 years.
because it's the
That's
only
the
joke
funniest
because
joke
we just
I've heard
woke
in
up.
50
I
years.
didn't even know it was 50 years until just now, and you're just telling me this now.
Yeah, I got it. Look, a lot has happened, and it's going to take a lot to understand. So, if you all do not want to have any more issues like that one, I suggest you update your Cybertronian forms.
How must we do that?
He then takes out what appears to be a small disc. As he taps on it, it floats up in the air and unfolds, transforming into a small spherical robot. It then starts flying around the city. Just give it a minute.
We got all the time in the world. Well, in this world.
Was what was happening there a problem? I mean, it was weird, but like nothing was really happening.
These humans
Yeah,
are
we see that one.
very fragile. We found that out pretty easy.
And
Which,
floppy.
yes, which on one hand is a good thing because that means we can deal with them easy. The problem is how many of them there are. If they swarm you, not even your Cybertronian armor is going to be able to save you from them.
Well, there's probably like what, like a couple thousand on this planet. Like,
And yeah, there's like
it's not that can't be that big
thousands
of
of
a
us.
deal.
We checked the numbers. There's a couple billion on this planet.
What even is
Wow.
what is that? Did you
What's a
just say a
billion?
number?
Think a million thousands, and you're almost there.
I don't even know what a million is.
So
That's a big number.
so wait, why are you here?
Well, while we wait for that thing to come back, I guess I can explain.
You just did it.
After you all left, things went in an interesting direction. Megatron was still missing. We had gone on various searches. We looked through the acid swamps. We even tried infiltrating Iacon, but none of us were able to find him. Soundwave said that he believed that some Autobots had actually captured him. But we all told him that that's impossible, and even if it was, there's no way we could have reached Iacon. So, of course, Starscream had to take control. And, well, as much as I hate to admit it, he's the only one who volunteered to be leader, so he got the job. Thanks to his rule, we ran almost all of our Energon out.
Well, it's because he's an idiot.
Yes, we almost lost the entire war until he had the bright idea to use our remaining energon to construct a ship to fly to the same planet that you all were at 50 years prior. So that's what we did. We made the ship, we got on, and we flew off. And it seems the Autobots had the same idea since they started following us. We got into a bit of a fight, we landed on the planet, and here we are a few weeks later.
That sounds like
So
a
wait, that
great
means you
story.
know things about this place.
A little bit, yes.
How are you
So
hiding undercover?
now I have a question. How much does this place know about you?
As a Cybertronian, they don't know anything. But I have disguised part of myself, and he holds out his wrist, a small light shining from it, creating a hologram of the human. Apparently, this is their chief of security for their police station.
What's a
I
police?
decided to take his form, and, well, it gave me a lot of information about this place and this planet. Apparently, they call this New York. Some call it the Big Apple, but I think New York is the actual name.
So
What's a
where's the officer since you've
What's a
disguised
York?
yourself as him?
What's
Well, I
a
couldn't risk my identity being found out. And like I said, we found out that humans are very fragile.
What's a York,
Okay,
and why is there
well that
what
makes
happened to
sense.
the old one?
So,
What happened to the old
so what
York?
you're saying
It's a great
is that
question. What did happen to Old York? I don't know. I tried
what
asking around and everyone just laughed.
And what is a York?
what you're communicating to me right now is that maybe it was a bad idea to just walk right out into whatever this place is, this New York, immediately
Are you
attracting a
still
bunch of
playing,
these
What?
Are you
humans'
still playing?
attention where you can
Yes.
take
Yeah,
pictures.
Okay, you haven't interacted yet.
I
Wait,
know.
pictures?
Pictures.
Did
Yeah, they
one of
took
them take
pictures.
a picture of you in your robot mode?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think it's a question of if one of them did. I think it's more how many of them did.
We
They
know
all
one
had
of
these
them did.
they had these rectangle things and they just tapped their screen, like they just tapped it with a finger. They pointed it at us and tapped a finger.
Oh, this is just great.
I think it
Okay.
might be a
Well, you know
bioweapon.
what? Maybe they should have sent a scouting mission before this. Like if we knew anything about this crumbly fucking dirt hole, then we wouldn't have just walked into this New York, letting people take pictures of us. But we didn't know
Whatever
anything.
that is.
All right, all right. I understand. I get it. And we'll work this out. I'm sure we can find some way of wiping that thing out. Apparently, they have their own network where they usually put these things up. We'll work on that later. For now, we need to get you all disguised. And soon enough, the tiny spherical robot comes back and starts shining a light over each one of the Trusticons. As it does, they can feel their body start to morph slightly. Not so much to the point that they're unrecognizable, but their bodies do change.
What?
Well, I
Wow. What
like the
is this?
makeover, but what
What
is
is
this?
this?
Try transforming and find out.
Okay.
Okay.
And as they do, they notice that their vehicle forms are different. I mean, they're similar enough, but Centerfold has the rubber wheels. Rampart honestly isn't that different, but at least looks a lot more primitive.
I imagine instead of being like a plasma gun turret type thing, he's now just like a chain gun.
Yes, that's what I thought.
You know, there's the guns they have on aircraft carriers.
Yes.
Yeah, the fucking
I imagine
CWIS.
it's very similar to.
Yeah,
Since Blazeheart and Aerostrike are air types, they fly. Wonder what we transform to.
Boeing
I'm not sure.
Well, you said you wanted to be a helicopter, and then Blazeheart was a jet.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just becomes a Boeing.
So does that
Yeah.
mean we're still a helicopter and a jet on this planet?
Yes, but you're not a futuristic jet. You're like a fight, or she's like a fighter jet,
Oh, okay.
and you're like a military grade helicopter.
I imagine since I'm a helicopter, when me and her transform, we just took out half of the street.
That's funny. Earlier, I
I'm
jokingly said
realizing
I would fly an attack helicopter.
I'm realizing now, we're supposed to be stealthy in these forms, right?
Yeah.
I'm always going to have to be fucking moved around by everybody because I can't move in the stealthy camouflage mode.
Yeah. Well, good thing you can hide in the
Yeah.
trailer.
I guess
Or you
like
can
we could have like a little tarp we just toss over him.
That's true. We'd have to
Just get
get
What you
rid of him
one.
hot?
pretty quick, you know.
Him and Blastfire.
Yeah,
'Cause
Blastfire is also just sitting in the trailer.
yeah.
And slow jams in the background, be like, "Yo, I see what's going on."
Whoa. Man, so these are what vehicles are on this planet.
Yeah,
What's a
man.
vehicle?
Rubber
Man.
things.
This feels bad.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
feels kind of the same. Although this gun is pretty fucking cool.
Also,
Right?
why
Just the
why
fact that
don't
he
we
spins
get
it up.
fancy lights like you do?
Apparently, it's the type of vehicle this one was, a police car. I don't know, something about
What is a police?
uh they're like security guards.
Ew.
And I just see Aerostrike being like, "I told you, I knew it."
I
Ew.
knew they was security guards. I told you guys.
So they are security.
Nah, man, you'll know
fucking
eventually.
grass.
Also, what are they wearing? Is it like some type? Is it some type of like
There's not
armor?
even any grass in here.
They call it load.
Do we have any
Apparently, it's
things with
meant
us?
to
Our blunts?
So,
protect them
I was just
from
joking here.
visual
Pull that back.
contact. I'm
That's right.
honestly not sure about that myself.
Also, I may have thought the vehicles, quote unquote, were prisons.
Fucking we go here. You're fucking telling me this is the only this is where all the materials are. All the material. This is where the energy is. This
Well,
fucking place.
well, you can imagine why no other race has come here to take them yet.
Because they fucking suck and have no use.
Have you found them? Do we do we know? Do we know that?
Actually, yes. Yes, we
Oh,
do. We've gotten some energon cubes out of this. Unfortunately, thanks to Starscream using up all of our energon to get here, we have to make up the energon to get back to Cybertron, as well as the energon we need for Cybertron.
Well, you tell us where to go.
That-
We'll go get it.
That's just great. This is a very well thought out, very organized operation we have going on.
I agree. When Megatron gets back, if he gets back, I'm sure he's gonna have a few select words.
I have
Maybe,
I'm
one
sure.
maybe we'll find him here. Maybe we'll
I
find the
have
big
one
man like
question.
buried in fucking water or something.
I
Didn't
have
he
one
buried in
question
water?
about these humans.
Now would be the day. Before we do anything else, I'm gonna take
I
you to
have
our base. We need to
I
at
have
least let Starscream know that you guys aren't offline.
can I ask a question while we're on the way?
I'm gonna take a piss while we're on the way.
Where's where's the batteries at on these humans? How do we stop them?
Slow Jam just
Hey,
chimes in, man.
You,
Why you want to
you,
know where the batteries are, bro?
you want to know? You want to know how to stop them? he he
yes.
find he finds a garbage can, picks it up like it's a can of soda, and crushes it in his hand. That is how you stop them.
Okay, so we
A
Damn.
just
garbage thing in front of them? Oddly specific?
so we just
So they're
crush
scared of
cans.
their garbage getting destroyed.
Oh,
That's
I
genius.
understand.
I get
Maybe
it.
they're like trash compactors. They don't like other things doing their job.
No, guys,
That's a good point.
I think he means we crush the humans.
I think he means crush the garbage cans.
At least one of you smart.
Well, I mean, I did kind of black out because of the stupid thing that what's his face did to me. So, in Blast Fire, so my processors are a bit off today. Like we've been calling that brown thing with the green stuff on top of it a tree, and the flappy things that fly birds.
You know, that's actually the first right thing you've gotten so far.
Yeah, and we know that they're humans because I asked one of the we asked one of the floppy people.
Of course you did. Okay, let's get out of here.
Well,
He
Blast Fire did.
he transforms into the police car, and the hologram of the human appears. Also, while we're driving by, see if you can scan one of the humans. Get one of these holograms in. It'll save you a lot of trouble.
But I'm a helicopter, so I'm just gonna have a floating human.
It'll be fine.
All right,
You'll get the hang of it.
And I'm Slow Jam, the floating 8-track player.
And with
Oh,
that,
yeah.
they begin driving off. Now, I would like us to roll just to see if we can immediately scan any humans. How well we do.
Yep. Yep. That just yep. I don't know why I
All
would need to scan.
right.
I don't know why
I'll
there's
go
a
ahead and
human on the
roll.
back of my trailer, but
Could be a human in your trailer. Oh no.
imagine Blast Fire instead of the
Damn, a
hologram. Blast
15.
Fire just becomes
I'll
the
take
human.
that.
That one is for me, and then the
Wait,
next
Oh
one is
yeah.
for
wait, what are
Sarah.
we scanning for people for?
So it's because
Listen,
Barricade is able to create a hologram of an actual human so that it looks like he's being driven by a human and is a human.
did I
So
roll?
he said that it would be beneficial for us to do the same thing.
Good. I did not.
I'm just imagining my fucking like Rampart.
Fucking 2.
He he didn't really know where like the person like where the human would go.
Yeah.
So he just kind of has a guy standing on top of him, just giving a big smile and 2 thumbs up.
I got a 2.
It's just a fucking Fallout guy.
I rolled a fucking
That's
2.
Sucks to be you.
I rolled
Well,
a
but to be
fucking
fair, I rolled
15, bro.
air.
That's what I
I
rolled.
just imagine. No, I just
Give me a
imagine.
sec.
I just imagine Jacob successfully scans the guy, but doesn't put him in the right
No.
spot. So anytime he shoots, it's just a human bullet.
I imagine he scans a bird.
yes, that should be it. If they
You know,
if they fail, so Blaze Heart Centerfold and Aerostrike, they don't scan the humans.
Guys, I imagine it's like the scenario where you're at the self checkout at like a grocery store, right? And the self checkout machine doesn't scan things properly, and it has a malfunction. That's what I imagine.
Hunter, are you
Jake's.
high?
No, I'm sick.
Oh, you sound high. I
No,
was gonna
I'm
say
not.
he sounds high, don't he?
Wait,
I
why
asked him if he wanted to
A
be
little
on.
bit.
Slow
I got a
Jam have to
fucking,
roll for a human?
Cold, dude.
Is a human just gonna carry Slow Jam even though it's a hologram?
So I also like to imagine that Centerfold also scanned a bird. So you got Barricade as the police chief driving by, while the only other like vehicle just on the road right behind him, this mail truck, just has a bird at the wheel.
I just imagine Blastfire knocks on like on the back panel. Hey bud, that's what they call a bird.
Yeah?
I don't think birds drive those.
Hey,
How do
hey
you
guys,
know?
I don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I'm pretty sure this is not a human. I don't know what it is, but it's freaking me out.
Well, I think
Not a
all of
bird
you are
like
being
that.
kind of racist right now. Like I think
Hell
you're,
yeah.
I think you have a problem with these quote birds. You killed one when we
Dude,
first got here.
Why you being racist to
Are
the
you
bird,
saying
bro?
they can't drive?
You bird hater.
I don't think they
Yeah.
can because all they have is those random jet feather things.
I don't
Well,
think they're jets.
I'm going to
Think
give
you're
this bird a
existing.
chance.
I like this
Hey.
idea.
Will it fly or
You
will it
do
not?
you.
Meanwhile, the humans are taking out their phones and taking the pictures of the bird
Oh my
driving the
God.
mail truck.
This is impressive.
I
Just
just
imagine a bird
imagine.
flying a
I
fucking
just
helicopter.
I just imagine. It's just a fucking Tesla mail truck.
Yeah.
No, I imagine it's the smallest bird flying the helicopter.
And Barricade, like the hologram, is visibly just like, he
Holocar's
he
not a great.
speeds up as they drive through, and as they keep driving, they eventually get to the edge of a city, looking out over a large body of water. And as Barricade looks around, they hear him push a button, and rising out from the water is a doorway. As it opens, a bridge extends out.
Whoa!
He transforms back into his robot form and starts crossing it.
I also want to transform back into robot form and cross it.
So does Centerfold.
I will do
Well, I
this.
guess I don't have
I
a
think
choice.
Slow Jam wants to cross too.
As
Transform
they all cross,
whatever.
and they reach the doorway, they see that it appears to be an elevator. The door shuts and they can feel it lowering down. Soon enough, it opens, and they are in the bright white hallways of a base.
Corey.
And it looks Cybertronian. Oh, this is so nice.
Oh man.
What a relief! I'm out of sight of those idiots.
I know, right?
No, you're not.
Welcome to Base Tripticon.
Tripticon?
Yeah, when the ship landed, we didn't really have anywhere else to stay, so we had it reformed into an underwater city almost.
How
We
does
decided to call it
human
Tripticon.
how does the humans not know
Not
about
the
this?
worst
Don't
name.
they? Have they not
Trust me.
discovered water yet?
Oh, they've discovered water, but we have ways. and I just like if you you cut to the view outside, there, like you can just see like a holographic image going around the entire city that just makes it look like a giant sandcastle.
Well, okay.
And as Barricade starts leading them down, they see what appears to be a training room, and they see one Decepticon, a yellow and gray one with bits of purple dotted about, very angrily shooting at multiple targets. He's a great shot, but he is very mad.
I want to try to shoot it.
Shoot the
Do
target or
you
shoot
now?
him?
Target.
Okay, roll. Ooh,
Can Slow Jam shoot the target?
sure,
All right, I'm gonna
you can
roll.
try.
I'm
I'ma
trying. I just
roll.
wanted to shoot it. I just wanted to shoot it to try to get the guy's attention to look back at me so I could talk to him.
Well, we'll. I want to see. I want to see what Slow Jam does.
Oh, what the
Wonder
hell?
if you.
My freaking internet's slow.
Yeah, is it also a jam?
Haha.
Just imagine, like, Blastfire just looks at it, prepares the laser, and looks at Semi-Shot, and Semi-Shot's like, fire when ready. And then
Air,
Blastfire just
Arrow Strike and Slow Jam both fire their own weapons at the targets hitting them, which does get the Decepticon to quickly turn his head and see them in the doorway.
Hey, why so angry?
Why? Why am I so angry? Let me tell you why I'm so angry. We get lost on this dung heap of a planet, and my group go missing. All of them. I try contacting them. I try going over every single scan across this planet. Can't find any hide or hair of them. And I can't tell if it's because they got kidnapped, which would be pathetic, or worse, they're disobeying my orders, which would be very, very infuriating.
Could the missing group have possibly crashed on a planet they're unfamiliar with for 50 years?
No, that would be stupid.
and
Well,
who is this group you're
So
looking
wait,
at?
shut up. So what did this group call themselves? Do we know? Do we know what they call it? Maybe we could look for them.
You don't. Hello? Onslaught? Leader of the Combaticons. You don't know us.
Well, I do. I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
I do now.
I
I'm
know.
sorry, sir, but we don't. We've never really been on the front lines, ever.
Yeah. So the thing that this guy was about to say about being stuck on a planet and unconscious for 50 years. Yeah, we kind of just got out of being unconscious for 50 years, stuck on this planet.
Wait. Don't tell me. You're the ones that they sent here first?
Yep, the Trusticons.
Well, you know,
Sure am.
I'm sensing a bit of
I have an amazing shot if you can't tell.
I'm sensing a lack of appreciation for the fact that we were essentially used as a distraction against that Omega Autobot thing.
I don't care about whatever Omega Supreme did. It's because of you all that we're here in the first place, and I lost my team. So I
Well, you know,
suggest.
it's because of Omega Supreme that we crashed on the planet because it shot a big laser at us.
And
Wait,
killed us, basically. It killed our ship.
you fought Omega Supreme.
Well, I didn't.
Well, what else were we gonna do? Just let it shoot the ship more? I'm sure that would have gone well. We would have had a really happy thing to report to you then.
He
Yeah, I doubt it
starts
would have gone
looking
well.
everyone over.
You know, maybe the atoms would have made it here in like a couple thousand
Light
years.
years.
Okay. All right. Here is what we're gonna do. I'm still trying to get a layout of the area. But since you all are the ones that got us into this mess, you are going to be my temporary combaticons.
We're Trusticons.
We are the Trusticons. That's what we
Yeah.
stick to.
Yeah, we're I don't care. You can call yourselves whatever, but you are going to help me find my combaticons.
We don't do combaticon.
What yes we
We don't do combat. We trust.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sell us short, but we did take out all the defenses for Kaon Tower, so
We did it pretty
we do
good.
a little bit of we do a little we'll help. It's not like we have anything better to do.
As long as we're not murdering what they call the humans, I think.
I don't even know if it matters.
oh, it doesn't. I'll let you
Great.
know whenever I'm going out on my search. And he goes back to looking at his targets and firing, but they do notice that he doesn't seem to be quite as angry.
Where can somebody get some oil around here?
Barricade looks. You're gonna have to ask Starscream. He's the one who's been hogging it all.
Great, where is he?
He can lick the crack between my nuts and bolts.
As they continue walking, Barricade leads them to a large open room with a very
It's horrible.
a, a very elaborate throne at the far end where Starscream in his shiny red, white, and blue colors, wearing his large golden crown, sat. Just so you're aware, we have cameras. I heard what you said.
Is this where all the rare resources went? You know what? It doesn't matter. Hey, new leader, Starscream.
Hello, Starscream. Lord Starscream, right? I guess. Yes, Lord Starscream. That has a very nice ring to it.
I'm sorry, Your
No.
Highness. May I have a glass of oil? I heard you was hogging it all.
Can you roll social?
I like the idea that he doesn't even know. Like, what it Aerostrike doesn't even know that that's like that's like a mean way of putting it. He's literally just just saying what he heard.
Yep. Starscream kind of glares at them. Barricade. Who are these miserable representations of Decepticons you've brought?
We're called the Trusticons. You can ask us, by the way.
We know how to
I
speak.
mean, he said it.
We're here too.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
You're the Trusticons? That's
No,
impossible.
the random human we asked for the picture was the Trusticons.
Slipstream informed me that the Trusticons were one of the greatest groups of Decepticons she'd ever seen.
That's us.
Oh, she said that?
Aww, she really does like us.
Huh.
Probably because
She's
he's
just
still
sweet.
alive.
She must be more foolish than I thought then.
Did you see what we did at Kaon Tower?
I don't think he cares. Semi-shot.
You don't think I care about him.
Well, you probably should. He's this person's giving us orders. He's the leader man.
Correct.
I don't
And
care
you
anymore.
should care about me and what I say. Now then,
You look like
since
a
you've
rat.
been gone for 50 years, I would assume that you've collected a healthy amount of energon.
Nope.
Didn't you say
Nope.
you had cameras? We got shot down
We was sleeping in our
by
pods.
Omega Supreme on the way out of Cybertron.
I knew that. Of course I did.
Okay, so we've been unconscious for 50 years.
Well then, that simply means you have 50 years of work to make up for. Luckily, we've identified a new great energon source nearby. He
Okay.
holds up another small disc, pressing on it, and it creates a hollow map. It zooms in on this New York City and zooms in close to where they are showing what appears to be some sort of dig site with even more machines. This here is a dig site connected to an oil refinery. This Earth's oil seems to be much more potent than the ones that we have back on Cybertron. If
That's
we
how I
can
get my
harness
oil.
this oil, we should be able to convert it to energon.
Sounds pretty solid.
So basically, what we do is just go dig a hole.
I think what he's trying to say is that the humans are already digging the hole. That's why it's a
Correct.
site.
All we need to do is break in and take the spoils.
I can break.
Well, geez, I'm kind of surprised in 50 years no one's done that yet. Apparently, these floppy things are really easy to kill.
Yeah, we found
Ba-
out the floppy, by the way.
Barricade kind of looks over at Starscream with a look that says, like, yeah, why haven't we done that already?
Well, I guess we'll get right on it. Lord Starscreamicus, the first. Has there been one?
Lord Starscream is fine, but I do like that extended title. Lord
Oh.
Starscream the First. Yes.
The only
But
thing is
then
that
again, that would imply that I will not be Lord any longer. We'll work on it. Anyway, Barricade, you join them.
Yeah, Barricade, join us, the Trusticons.
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
I don't
You
remember you getting
paid?
paid at all.
Man,
We
this
don't
is
get paid. Why do you get paid?
This is the second time I've in, I guess, 50 years that I've heard someone bring up getting paid.
They they start leaving the area. But Barricade does not take them out of the base. He actually leads them down the other hallway, leading them to a different room. Before we actually go out and do that, you all could probably use a bit of repair, as well as some extra weapons.
I'm fine with my laser.
I like this idea. Although I do have a question. What happened to Slipstream?
It's social rolling time.
Oh, good. There we go.
Woohoo!
Look at his mom.
Barricade was quiet for a moment. She spoke really highly of you all.
No.
Okay.
Level your expectations.
This is like the third time he's shown up.
I'm here,
What
by the way, you guys.
happened is she did join us on this trip. But as soon as we landed, she flew off. I have no idea what she's been up to, where she even is now. I've heard that she's come back to the base a few times, but the only one who would know that for sure would be Soundwave. I've tried asking him, but he's never answered back.
Do you think she's out searching for the others that the one guy was complaining about?
I don't know. She's searching for something, that's for sure.
Or maybe more energon like we are.
Maybe.
We'll figure out after I get another gun.
Or maybe
Yeah.
she's searching for things that aren't so floppy.
Maybe, and I'm sure she's okay. I mean, she was pretty tough.
Yeah, if you can survive ripping your heart out and I can survive a giant laser to the face, I'm sure she can survive a bunch of floppy things. You know, maybe I shouldn't say it like that.
As
Um,
they walk into the next room with barricade, they do see walls and walls filled with various weapons. And
Wow.
standing, looking at the weapons, are 3 Decepticons. 2 of them looking a lot like Slipstream and Starscream, so assumedly they are 2 other members of the Seekers. One being primarily blue, with some bits of gray, while the other was a mix of black and purple. And the third Decepticon was standing looking in the doorway with no actual mouth, simply a faceplate, a large red visor rather than eyes, and what looks to be some sort of square chamber on his chest. They're not quite sure who this Decepticon might be.
whoa, man, even with low energy and low resources, you all are hacking. What's the biggest one? What's the biggest one I could have?
Let me see. Biggest one would probably be Barricade walks down before he can finish. The blue seeker answers.
Farm workers rise up against an industry that puts
Uh,
them feeling.
Where's that
Bigger
coming
is not
from?
always better. Sorry, it's background.
Okay. Anyway, the blue seeker takes off a gigantic. It seems like some sort of gun. However, it has blades sticking out of both ends. This razor blade shooter sends out multiple blades in the direction it fires, which then has them bounce off of any surface, essentially slicing anything, whether it be human or Cybertronian, in pieces.
Okay, okay.
Wouldn't
I'll be
recognize
honest though, I'm
this.
thinking more along the lines of like a gun. Like I'm talking, and I'm just imagining he's putting his hands like he's doing hand gestures, like a big gun that shoots like I don't know, like some kind of like bullets.
I see. Then how about he takes out what looks to be some giant Gatling gun, clearly Cybertronian, but it was huge, almost as big as this Seeker's torso as he took it down. This is a very high power Gatling rifle. It uses
Oh, I'll
up a
stop
lot
you
of
right
ammo.
now. I'll stop you right now. Can I have?
Certainly. You're a very polite friend, thanks. And
Can I have that one gun that splits stuff in half?
certainly. And
Hell yeah, thank
he
you.
hands it. So I will add that to your to your weapons, Jacob.
Do
Just
you
come out of
have
my fingernails.
I'm trying to make excited squealing noises for Rampart, but my mic isn't picking them up.
Oh, that's what that was. No, it is picking them up, but I couldn't tell if that was
Oh.
you doing that or like a chair squeaking.
That's supposed to be excited squealing.
I gotcha.
Sorry if the TV in the background's annoying.
do
No, it's
you
not that loud now.
do you have something a bit more, what's the word? You have something that could be more camouflage.
It's all good. Yeah.
The blue seeker starts looking around.
Are you sure you ain't high?
The black and
What?
purple one takes out what appears to be another one of those discs and holds it out. I think this will do the trick. All you gotta do is place it on anything, or have someone shake your hand. It'll instantly send out an EMP blast.
Anything that'll affect the quote unquote humans.
You have to describe what kind of weapon.
We do have flammable versions.
Can I get a nuke?
Blazeheart wants a nuke.
They they look at each other, both of the seekers. Yeah, we don't have that.
Do you have
Well,
something more
first
like
of
At least not at the moment.
do you have something more like a barricade? What was that tiny a flashy thing the humans had?
A pistol?
Yeah, that thing. I want it.
They both looking around, and as they do, the third mysterious Decepticon opens his chest plate up, digs inside, and pulls one out. I believe this is what you are referring to.
I don't know how you're talking, but oh my god, thank you.
And takes it.
Profits.
Oh, gee, you are just swell. What's your names, by the way?
The Trusticons.
I am Soundwave. That is Thundercracker. He looks at the Blue Seeker. And that is Sky Warp.
And I'm Slow Jam.
Well, it's very nice to meet you all.
How many of the pistols do I have? Just the one?
Yes. But
Blazeheart
you could give that to Blastfire.
or Blazeheart, she needs a new weapon.
Well, I don't know what she wants.
Yeah, I know. Neither do I. She's not talking. She's being weird.
I was doing something. I'm sorry.
I just imagine they kind of like toss it back and forth depending on who needs it.
Okay.
Like a water
I don't know what's going on with my stupid thingy, but oh well.
She's asking about a water pistol
missile.
or water missile.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
A torpedo?
I
As
remember we
they
talked about this before.
as they look, they do take down what appears to be a missile launcher. This is the closest thing we have to what you requested. It does not fire water-based missiles, however, it does have thermo-seeking capabilities.
I'll take it.
All right. Centerfold was looking. Rather than a weapon,
Oh, I need to get rid of my case of
could I have a
energy.
shield? They look a bit confused at each other, but Soundwave does move over to one wall and takes out a small handheld device and tosses it to Centerfold. As he catches it, he pushes a button and a holographic shield comes out. Whoa! This is perfect! Thanks!
Let's Trying to think.
Point this out, but
Alright.
whatever song is playing on the TV, it like fits this scene. I don't know if you can hear it.
I can
No.
hear it somewhat.
It doesn't fit.
It reminds me of that scene, like a game menu where you're customizing your character.
By the way, you guys going out for Starscream's mission?
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Are we gonna die?
Probably not.
Knowing him, I wouldn't be too surprised.
I mean, I'm a helicopter being
Well-
flown by a bird, so
What's funny about the mission?
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that before he could finish, Soundwave cuts him off. Starscream is not our leader. We do not listen to any of his orders. We
Either.
have a mission of our own.
Funny, I don't really care for him.
Well, that's
either.
pretty straightforward. Okay. I'm all ears.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are really nice, so if there's any way we can help. Well, you see, Soundwave did a little detective work and found where Megatron is being held. Wait, you mean Lord Megatron? Yep,
is he
the one and
located
only.
in that? Is he located in that giant statue over there on that little island in the middle of nowhere of New York?
No, but that was the first place we looked. Unfortunately, we found that the Autobot ship, the Ark, is where he is being held. It seems as though Soundwave was correct. He was captured. I do not believe it. There must be an explanation.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure the big man's having a bit of a powwow with him over there. So are
Yeah.
we gonna go over there?
Correct. I am waiting for Slipstream to give the signal. And once she does, we shall make our way there and free our true leader.
That's what she's doing. Okay.
We're almost at
Thundercracker,
10:30
despite
anyway.
his monotone voice, just has a smirk on his face. I honestly don't care who is our leader, as long as it isn't Starscream.
What if
Okay.
I was your leader?
Hey,
I would be fine with that. I don't believe he will, however. And he looks at Soundwave. Despite Soundwave not having any visible eyes, Aerostrike can feel him glaring like with killing intent at that comment.
I
Well,
think
Like, would you
I
like me to
we
go
know-
attack him to try to take over his place? Because I'll do it.
out of everyone, I think out of anyone in the Trusticons, I think hold on.
By the way, we're almost at 10:30.
I
Oh wow! I mean, I know we started late, but
Well, listen.
I think uh I can't Corey, what's your character's name?
Centerfold.
That's what I thought. I think out of everyone in our group, Centerfold would be the best person.
I think
Well,
Semi-Shop would be.
Me? Well,
Well,
I appreciate that. I mean, I don't know if I'm leadership material, but I mean, I
course
could
you
try
are.
my best.
maybe we could talk about this never,
Maybe we could talk about it on the road.
especially not in here.
Oh, what's he gonna do?
Correct.
Kill me?
Unfortunately, he might. There are some that are loyal to Starscream, and Barricade nodded. Yeah, I don't like to admit it, but we do have some that think he is actually a good leader. If we try anything, there's gonna be a riot, and I don't want to have to deal with that. I'll go down to
What?
to the oil refinery if you all decide to go and check on Megatron.
Manufacture lots of rifles, lots of artillery people.
Can do.
Are you sure you don't need any help?
Nah, I got this.
I
Trust me. I've been
have to-
fighting Autobots for longer than you've probably been online.
Well, in the past 50 years, of course. I mean, I trust you a lot more than the other guy, but yeah, have fun.
Although I do have a question about humans, and it's killing me.
And what would that be?
On the way over here, this is kind of a funny question, and it's off topic, but I saw this thing on the sidewalk. It said pickle. What the hell's a pickle? It was a jar that had pickle written on the side of it. I think it said dill.
Well, I mean, there's this one TV show that Thundercracker likes to watch where some guy turned himself into a pickle. Funniest shit he ever saw. But other than that, I really don't know.
Oh,
Pickles
sorry, I know it
are,
was off
from what
topic.
I've gathered, a form of sustenance for the humans, similar to our energon.
Hmm. Interesting. I was just wondering.
And with that, with their new weapons in hand, they begin to leave the base so that they can get their rescue mission for Megatron. And that is the end of this session